Happy Halloween! We're gonna be playing Graveyard Girls, which is a game by Delphinium Interactive, and it is a Halloween-themed Yuri visual novel. And I have some content warnings before we get into it. So we got here... it depicts complicated and traumatic aftermaths of losing a parent during young adulthood. The topic has been addressed as authentically as possible. Graveyard Girls contains strong language, mature humor, drug abuse, and alcohol abuse. The following content is mentioned exclusively in dialogue and is not depicted visually. Self-harm, suicide, and sexual themes. So, those are your warnings for this game. Also, my Twitch manager doesn't seem to be showing me my stream, like playback kinda that I use to monitor stream. So let me know if stream goes down at any point, because I will be unable to see the buffering that I usually can tell when there are problems. But yeah. Let me get rid of the Mario music. Turn up the Graveyard Girls music. And switch on over. And you guys can see my Halloween costume. Hello! Trick or treat! Happy Halloween! Oh, I forgot to get rid of the bubbles. There we go. I made a promise to myself that I would take care of you and I will fulfill my duty someday. Thank you, Pika. Let's go, KVN. Let's go. Oh shoot, it's the Bun streaming. Let's go. Yes. Hello, Bun. We are gaming on Halloween. Gamers Eve. All gamers night. Let's go. Guys, like the costume. If I... Hold on, can I go up like this? You guys can see some more of the costume right here. But, my desk with my yum delicious Halloween snacks is covering that. So, I'm gonna have it be covered up. Delicious yum treats! Gaming on Halloween? I will also game on Halloween, but you'll never guess what I'm playing. Let me guess. Hollow Knight. Let me guess, the game that you've been playing non-stop for the past couple days? I'll only hear you for the most time, only to date. I still need to do farming for Nahida. I want her. Oh, good luck on farming. I need 1,000 cute pumpkins just for today. Let's go. Oh, have you guys seen the one image someone made? Where instead of carving their pumpkins, they like poked holes in a pumpkin, left peanut butter in it, and let the squirrels carve their own pumpkin, and it looks disturbing. I'm sorry for spending more time with Hollow Knight than with you, Bun, but it's the natural way. Wow! Wow! Thanks! That means so much to me! There are some things I can't give up on, oi. Anyway, let's begin playing Graveyard Girls. Okay, here we go. I already read this, but there's your warning if you weren't here when I said this. If you're struggling with grief, you may not have a safe experience playing this game. Yeah, already read this. Game is intended for players age 18 years or older. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh, yeah, but hold on. Is this game safe to play on Twitch? Well, it has a category, doesn't it? Yeah, it has a category on Twitch. Hold on. Hold on. I might have to get... Hold on. I need to get our savior. Give me one moment. I need to get him just just in case. It's been a while. It's been a while since our savior has ascended from hell to aid us in our quest. Okay, let me drop in our savior. Let me just move him down a bit. There we go. Okay, savior is primed and ready. The dude was diving head on into an HK. Fun trying to experience what love is like outside of the relationship with gay spooky VN. Oi! Oi! Barney Sensor, let's go. Yes, I would like to continue. Choices in this game unlock scribbles. They're available in the memory section of the main menu after unlocking. Oi! The leaves crunch below my feet as I make my way through the cemetery, counting each road that I pass. A frigid gust of wind catches my hair and blows it into my vision. I tuck it away carefully. I can't help but remember how he used to tease me about finding my long hair everywhere. He'd always tell me how beautiful it was. Oh, I'm guessing that's her dad? Once I find the section I've been searching for, I let out a sigh, although it's not a relief. The cold stone inscription stares back at me, expressionless. Jason Gray, beloved husband and father. As I read the name quietly to myself, I feel like he's greeted me in his own way. She does not look good. She's looking like Mafayu Project Sekai right now. Depression. What am I supposed to say? Nothing seems quite right, so I settle on the simplest of phrases. Hi, Dad. I made it. I know it's been a while. In truth, it's been too long. Why are you bonking me? The last time I visited, he didn't even have a headstone. I'm sorry. I should have come sooner. What am I thinking? Coming here isn't going to help. As if talking to a polished rock is going to bring any kind of closure. I turn to leave, but there's magnetism to this place. As if he'd reached for my hand and said, "You're leaving already?" I gazed back at his headstone and whispered to myself, "You want me to stay? Fine." You know how they say he who is without sin shall cast the first stone? I applied a similar concept here. But you are not without sin. You are sinful born. How dare you? My mom always insisted that I be careful not to stand on graves when visiting cemeteries. But that was out of respect for strangers. This is my dad's resting place. I'm gonna piss on it if I want to. I'd sat on his lap 1,000 times before. What would he care if I rested on his grave now? I know he wouldn't have minded. Without another moment of hesitation, I brush away the leaves and sit back against his headstone. I lay my notebook across my thighs and settle into place. Jason Gray. Is it snowing? If I'm staying for a while, I'm getting comfy. Oh, I got an achievement. I didn't know this game had achievements. I glimpsed towards the late afternoon sun and paused to admire the golden glow of autumn. I love this time of year. What's your guys' favorite season, actually? I feel like most people tend to say autumn is their favorite, but I think summer is my favorite, because I like warm weather. Yo, cool CG, yeah, the art is really good. Winter? You are the very opposite of me, chat. Well, I'm guessing not much has changed with you. He'd appreciate that sarcasm. Dark humor was his thing. That's probably where I got it from. Winter's Eye? Winter's good for, like, the warm drinks. But as someone that works as an ice cream person, it'll probably suck working at an ice cream place during winter. Especially because I'm sensitive to the cold. I'll just sit here and talk to myself. Like a crazy person. I take a deep breath in, but the crisp air won't soothe the ache in my lungs. I need to say something. Anything. Well, see, me personally, I would not talk about Mom. So I would say stay positive. Yeah, let's stay positive. Positive thinking. It looks like someone brought you flowers. That was thoughtful. If I were to guess, I'd say it was Aunt Cora. She misses you. Elio's a bun who has never hibernated. SMH. I am in space, okay? I'm in space. I'm in my spaceship, okay? I think I'm hibernating like 24/7. She tried so hard to be there for Mom after your accident. Nope, that's too much. I clear my throat and try to refocus on lighter thoughts. I guess I should give you an update on my life. You'll be happy to hear that I finished college. Oh, lucky. Just gonna leave out the part where I nearly failed a dozen times. I studied tourism and hospitality. It seemed interesting enough. I've got a job in my field too. I work at the front desk of the Spring Dream Suits. Tricker Bunny! Tricker Bunny, am I the treat? Hello, King Charlotte! Happy Halloween! It's a starter job. I won't be there forever. Famous last words. I'd love to work at a resort in the tropics someday. Living in an island would be dreamy. I rub my hands distractedly, feeling a frosty nip at my fingertips. How you doing, King Charlotte? Anywhere warmer than here would be fine. Yeah. Oh, is Elle like me? Like she's very sensitive to the cold and wants to live somewhere warm. Your voice is the greatest treat. No lewd though, I'm a holy knight. Good, good, no lewd, no lewd. I'm doing good, Elio. How about you? I'm doing alright. I'm a little sleepy, because I didn't get too many hours of sleep. So I'll probably take a nap after this stream. But I'm excited for Halloween. And I'm excited for the half-off prices tomorrow. If people actually leave candy when I actually go in. Voice always is the greatest treat, but Skittles are also nice. Oh, have you guys had the Starburst? Apparently they have like a Starburst grouping. I don't know why Skittles made me think of Starburst. But they have like this Starburst like collection now where it's just like the red colors. So you get like red, dark red, pink, like all the flavors that are that, like strawberry, raspberry, and all that. It's the best thing they've ever done. Welcome to group then. I'm down for some good sleep too. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's pretty late for you, huh? Well, hope you get a good rest, King Charlotte. Not probably. You'll surely take a nap. Yeah, I definitely will. I mean, I got work. I got night shift tonight, so I can sleep in. Anywhere warmer than here would be fine. I feel at a loss for what to say next. I ended things with... Never mind, that's in the past. You didn't know him that well anyway. I don't know what else to tell you. These are parts of my life that I wouldn't feel right about sharing. I'm holding back the negative side. It's not what I need to focus on. But I didn't realize how little good news I have. Dad, I'm trying to keep moving forward, but I feel like I'm all talk. I've made a lot of shitty choices, and I'm trying to leave them behind. Don't we all? I'm still making those choices, even when I try not to. Don't we all? I know I can't pretend like they never happened, but handling conversations about mistakes isn't something I'm practiced at. A smirk pulls up the edge of my lips, even if they're one-sided conversations. I know I don't get excuses either, but no one gets to prepare for sudden goodbyes. Yeah, it's always late for me when you're streaming, but it's good actually. I have my free time to watch Lil Bunny at night. Yeah, same here. I feel like I like nighttime more than I like daytime because I feel like there's less things to do at night, so I can do more things at night, if that makes sense. Like less obligations for like being an adult and more obligations to things that I want to do, like drawing or playing games or editing or talking to people. Hooray, I'm not late. Welcome, Jackie. Happy Halloween. Trick or treat. How you doing today? Anyway, I've been writing. Quite a lot, actually. Almost daily. It's therapeutic, I think. Getting my feelings on paper helps me feel detached from them. They're a little less heavy when I read them aloud. Hello, Galax. Happy Halloween! I hope you guys get a bunch of treats and not too many tricks, unless you're into that. When I write, I can push the darkest thoughts I'm having away, even momentarily. The best part is, I'm not afraid that someone's listening and analyzing. It feels safer than the grief counseling I attended. I don't think the professionals were judging me, but when they listened, I felt them processing my words and misunderstanding. Just because I write dark things doesn't mean I'm a dark person. Amen. Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Doink! I love to sleep, but I have more time to do job work or hobby more than anything at night, so it's hard to sleep. Yeah, same here. Like, when I sleep, I either sleep very little or very much a lot. Like, I always get the urge to want to sleep in more, but, like, I'll be like, oh, can't sleep, gotta do stuff. I'm reaching for brighter thoughts and feelings when I let these words go. My new therapist understands. She's different than the others. My therapist threatened to tell my crush if I didn't tell them that I had a crush on them. It finally feels important that I go to my appointments. I don't look forward to them because they're a lot. But when I leave, I feel lighter. I feel the same way with like my therapist visits. I'm always like, I don't like scheduling the therapy. But then when I leave the therapist, I'm like, that helped. Like, I've lessened the load on my shoulders. Same, I sleep 2 hours or 12, no middle ground. Exactly. I went to sleep, God, when did I go to sleep? I actually forgot what time I went to sleep. I wasn't looking at the clock. I get scared sometimes because each day is a wild card. I hate feeling like everything is out of my control. I'm terrified that therapy can't save me. I don't want to bottle things up again. Holding that shit in was the worst idea I've ever had. Well, therapy, I don't know if you can say like, well, I guess it depends on the person. But like, therapy is like to give you things to help you help yourself. Kind of, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know if it can save you, but it can help you save yourself, kind of thing. It's normal for you, I think. After all, you're a bunny, and most bunnies don't sleep at night. That is true. Maybe that's why I don't go to sleep. But what about me? I'm not a bunny. Maybe you're secretly a bunny and you don't even know it. You're morphing. You're an animorph, a bunny morph. Fuck it. One day killers really must hate fun. Dad, I'm done pretending. I drink. I smoke. I popped some pills before I left the house. I'll do anything to be numb. Oh. No! And I'm afraid that scribbling my feelings isn't enough. I thought the pain was dulling, but it's worse than the day you died. I know you're not here today, but I keep picturing you in every tomorrow. And each day, that image grows a bit dimmer. Between losing you and Mom taking off, I've been trying so hard to feel empty. I feel this though. I feel this. Like, it's not like a parent for me. It's more of like the loss of a pet. But I understand this very well. Therapy does not solve your problems. They guide you around what could be good for you. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Being happy felt out of reach, so feeling less became the best option. Then it's most correct mystery I have. It makes sense then why I'm here and love to see another bunny streaming. Need to write a novel about that now? Taking this note as a future hobby? Are you gonna write a novel about a bunny morph? Turns out, being destructive couldn't save me. You can't hear drowning girls cry. As that one post I saw, you're the one fighting to live your life any way you can. Therapists are just giving you a stick to help you fight. Yeah! So like, coming into therapy thinking that like, oh, therapy is gonna save me, they're gonna change me. But in the end, anything you do winds up connecting to you yourself. That's why like when people say like, oh, if only I did this thing, this person could have stopped doing this thing. Like, say, stopping someone from an addiction or whatever. Like, I should have tried harder to stop someone from an addiction, for example. Like, people can't change unless they themselves want to change. And by seeking out therapy, you're taking that step to help yourself already. And then the therapy helps you find good coping mechanisms, or good mechanisms that work for you. But at the end of the day, you can go to therapy and like nothing will happen of it unless you choose to follow the guidance that you're given, kind of thing. I wipe away the overflowing stream of tears with my sleeve and shut my eyes. Practice those deep breaths. A bunny that doesn't know he's a bunny, loving to see bunny people streaming and don't know why? The novel name? It's long enough to be a novel name? Like, I was about to be like, what is this, an isekai? An isekai light novel? It's okay to be upset. I inhale and exhale. But the breaths are intruded on. The earth sways below as the sensation of floating overcomes me, almost like sitting on a boat. Now, I know for sure I am a sloth, because sloths sleep 15 hours a day and they only wake up to eat at night. You really are sloth, mama. Uh-oh. Why does it feel like the world's drifting? It's probably those stupid allergy pills. A twinge of concern washes over me as I try to imagine the state of my liver, but I excuse the thoughts quickly. It's not like I eat vegetables or drink enough water anyway. Coffee, bread, and cheese are my food groups. It was dumb to take more pills before leaving. I know it's a bad day when they can't keep me from crying. Oh. I try to focus on the positives. At least I was doing better. Taking them as prescribed was a challenge, but I managed to for quite a while. Wait, are you overdosing? Don't do that. Looks and tired office worker. Oh, hey there, Cal! Happy Halloween! I hope you're having a good one. Welcome, welcome. Get... Today was a hiccup. They're usually a subtle but helpful bandage. Like some warrior Sun Tzu guy says, everything ends in your own mind. Yes. Only you can prevent forest fires in your mind. Oh, you are? You got the day off? Lucky! I wish that were me. I wanted to do like a nighttime Halloween stream, but I can't because I'm working till closing tonight. Oh, and thank you for the hydrate, Overtaker. But I got tomorrow off, so that's good. I'm an idiot for thinking they'd handle this visit. Subtle can't cover this. How could I ever expect this visit to be easy? Sadly, still can't sleep, but I got to watch a horror film that made me feel scared finally. Ooh, what was the film? Big oof, but yay, you got tomorrow off. Yep, look at the positives. Positive dingu. And I'm only doing closing today, so I can still spend most of my Halloween slacking off. It was naive of me. Today is always going to fucking sting. The words I've whispered under my breath 1,000 times echo out once again. You're never going to be okay. Hey, don't say that! You don't know that. Never say never. We can pretend it's Halloween for you. Nobody will know. I'll be like coming on tomorrow being like, Happy Halloween! I sit with the words. You're never going to be okay. Never. Never say never, Elle. I am holding you right now. You are going to go to that GameStop and you are going to buy that Bambi copy and you will feel better ever. Don't say that! Again. I tell myself that I needed to get those words out of my system. But I know that they're bound to sit on the tip of my tongue again, waiting to escape. Sadly, people smart like me that can manipulate their emotions feel happy, generally manipulated by their own brain to be lazy. Oh no! With my eyes still shut, I sigh and let my thoughts drift with the vertigo. It was Smile. Let's say it was Best Crooked Man's spiritual successor, and that had a lot of triggers. Special effects were really realistic. Ooh, Smile. Is that... Hold on. Is that... Okay, it's a 22 film. Right? Is it a 2022 film? Like a brand new film? Because when I heard Smile, I thought of Smile from Dot Flow. And I was like, oh, did that inspire Smile? But no. Smile is a new one. Okay. Maybe those pills weren't so useless. Okay about smart part, but I'm sure that my brain is so good about making me lazy. Big relate. Huh. A chilly gust lifts fluttering leaves away from the earth, and I can hear them dancing through the air. I begin to imagine that I'm flying with them, twirling away from this place. Away from my body. I'm curious, what's the showings for Smile? Maybe I can watch it as my Halloween celebration. Let me see. Oh, if I leave before 10, I can watch it. Because I work right next to a movie theater, and their latest showing starts at 10:10. Maybe I'll watch Smile. Maybe I will if I can get out on time. Hello? A voice? I must have imagined it. Was .flow mentioned? Cultured bun confirmed? Sorry, I got excited. No worries, Overtaker. I love like Yume Nikki fan games and I almost said .hack. .flow is a very good one. I remember like a while back, like when I was in high school, I think, I was really into like Yume Nikki and Yume Nikki fan games. And I remember like I called myself Urotsuki after the protagonist of Yume Tuki. And then my friend called herself Sabitsuki after the main character from .flow. So I have a lot of memories. I used to RP as Urotsuki. What the? I open my eyes and stumble upward in a daze. I hurriedly dust off my clothes before looking towards the stranger behind the question. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, you should? Yes? I hope so, but be warned, it's freaking horrifying. Ooh. Yes, Flo. Oh crap, I need to play the rest of Yume Nikki. You definitely should, or at least watch someone's playthrough of it. I'm taken aback by her presence. I didn't expect to see anyone here. No, it's fine. You didn't scare me. Fam, you my homie now? You're a big Yume Nikki fan? Because I actually, before I got into horror RPG Maker games as a whole, I was into Yume Nikki. It was kind of funny how I found out about Yume Nikki too. Because I used to browse Damboru. I used to go on the main page, which probably wasn't a good thing because like I would see like a bunch of porn when I didn't want to. But I remember I saw like Yume Nikki fan art and like going through the Yume Nikki fan art tag and being like, wow, this looks like a really like creative game. So I downloaded it and then I got hooked on it and I watched like a bunch of YouTube videos on it. And like, I remember I used to browse like Uboa-chan and stuff, and that was actually how I found out about horror RPG Maker games too, was through Uboa-chan when Eve first came out. The people on Uboa-chan were like talking a bunch about it, and then I started following VG Person, and then the rest is history. No, it's fine. You didn't scare me. My throbbing heart tells a different story. As soon as I heard Never Say Never, I immediately thought about Justin Bieber. Does he have a song called Never Say Never? Oh no. I suddenly feel thankful that I'm not the blushing type. Oh, you think she's cute? Are you alright? I'm fine. Why? She gestures towards my dad's headstone and subtly raises her eyebrows. I watched Yume Nikki in the past, so that don't remember the concept. It's like little girl has dreams and they're disturbing. I think you were sleeping on someone's grave. Did you, know them? I just realized something fun we should do sometime. Elio has to designate which RPG characters each chat member is. Ooh, that might be fun. I could like pull up like a little chart with like a bunch of RPG Maker characters on it. I laugh half-heartedly. It's my dad. He wouldn't mind. Oh! The girl's posture stiffens noticeably, and I remind myself to tone back the abruptness. Oh? Oh, pinging for a Yume Nikki game? I discovered Yume Nikki in 2010. I passed a lot of time playing a lot of fan games, but mostly Tuki. Yeah, Tuki is my favorite. A lot of people are torn on whether they like Yume Tuki or not, because, like, it was done by, like, Tuchan. So, it wasn't like one concisive team, it was like a bunch of people's ideas pulling in to make a game. But I think that was what I like about it. Because you never know what's gonna happen next, you know? Getting a girlfriend over her father's grave, her dad would 100% have approved the way this is going. Oh my god, especially since she was just talking about how she broke up with her boyfriend. He'd be like, no, I will give you a girlfriend now. You're not talking to a ghost anymore. Act normal. Let's ask her name, maybe? Because I would assume if someone's at the grave, they might not be here for a very cheerful reason. What's your name? My headphone battery is dying, so no time to watch Elliot with my... Oh, now time to watch Elliot with my neighbors. Okay. Hello, Charlotte's neighbors. It's your boy. I'm Lucia. And you are? I quickly realized that I should have introduced myself first. It would have been the polite thing to do. Why do I always feel so disjointed when I meet new people? Oh, you'll send it on the Discord. Hell yeah! It's been a while since I played a Yume Nikki fan game, so I'd love to play it. It's embarrassing. My name's Elle. It's nice to meet you. If we play a game like, which chat members, which RPG character, doesn't mean I will be the easy level. That you would be Charlotte. It sounded more robotic than genuine, but at least I'm trying. So, Elle. Yep, well, but it would be fun to see still, yeah! Do you mind if I ask why you're napping in a cemetery? If King Charlotte isn't Charlotte, like if I had to assign King Charlotte as someone that isn't Charlotte, that is an RPG Maker protagonist, I would probably say Wadanahara. I can give you an alternative main character if you don't want Charlotte. Do you mind if I ask why you're napping in a cemetery? Well, it wasn't on the agenda. Tuki diverts, as you can't really theorize about the MC, but the exploring part is S tier. Well, you can still theorize about Urotsuki. Like, I actually, like, had, like, an RP as Urotsuki, and, like, tried to equate different parts of the world to be, like, parts of her personality or people that she met. But it is definitely a lot harder to psychoanalyze when there isn't really the intention of psychoanalyzing with that game, since it's just, let's make a cool game. I took allergy medication and it hit a little harder than I anticipated. Oof, I've been there. What are you allergic to? Jasmine. Oh, but afterwards you need to post the chart for those who don't make it. Yeah, definitely. I scrambled to come up with a good excuse. Not too sure. Had some hives and figured it was best to take a pill. Allergic to the trees. Sorry for the tangent of Yume Nikki. My nerdy part got out. No, never apologize for talking about Yume Nikki. I love talking about Yume Nikki. It's like one of my favorite, like, game genres, I guess, at this point. Because, like, fan games, I just consider them Yume Nikki fan games as, like, a genre. What for? I get it. Sometimes cats make my eyes itchy. I pet them anyway. They're worth it. Let's go, Lucia. I thought she was gonna become a cat hater for a second. I can't help but smile back at Lucia. She seems sweet. So, you were visiting someone too? I don't know about the character, but sounds cool. Yeah, Wadanahara is a very sweet character. Lucia's smile falters. You hear me nerd out a lot on here. Yeah! My analysis of Yume Tuki is that its main character was making a game about drugs and went on a weird trip. I did have the headcanon that Urotsuki liked taking, like, drugs. I had, like, I wish I remembered what my Tumblr was, but I like had a whole page about like all of my stuff on her. And like she liked drugs. She had an obsession with like horror movies. And she like got bullied by people. She joined like a group to pay for money for her drugs. And then there was something else. Yeah, she was traumatized over, well, that's a bit more like, I don't know, triggery. But I had her be traumatized over something as well. Nice job. You're always good at brightening the room. Yes, my sister passed away. Her name was Kate. She died last week. Dang, and you guys already got a graveyard for her? A gravestone? Oh, thank you for the hydrate, the Firestorm. Doesn't it take a while to get, like, a gravestone produced? Like, you gotta have a funeral and stuff, right? Damn, they're rich. I can't help but regurgitate the sentence that everyone had spoken to me in the past. I'm sorry. Lucia shifts her feet uncomfortably and stares at the ground. I remember standing like that too, unsure of how to respond. Sorry. That wasn't the right thing to say. I don't mind. It's what everyone says. I know. I've been there. My dad died 4 years ago, so the memories are still pretty fresh. So it's not a dream, it's like a long-ass trip. Neat. Oh yeah, another one of my theories was that she was a Toho fan. Because there was like that one librarian girl that looked like Rumia, so I was like, yeah, she plays Toho. Lucia's eyes widen fearfully. Most times you can get stuff in a week's worth of time, or at longest 2 weeks. If you don't have money, you'll be buried without a gravestone. I thought it took like months to get a gravestone, like planning for like the funeral and stuff. Huh. Still, 4 days. 4 days. Wait, did she say 4 days or 4 weeks? I don't know. They are? I struggle to backtrack, jumping to console her as best I can. Not in the same way that you're feeling. Sadly, I know that from personal experience. I mean that it's his anniversary today, so it feels closer than usual. Lucia's shoulders drop slightly as her gaze softens. Now I was thinking about if I need to do an Elio paper figure or quoting Elio's character on Don't Starve after my work ends months later. Oh, I would love both, honestly. Both are really good ideas. But oh my god, Don't Starve? That would be really cool. What would my ability be in Don't Starve? I would probably start hungry because I always never eat before my streams and I have to be reminded to eat. That's understandable. I get it now. I'll be visiting on Kate's day too. Does visiting get easier? They use a machine now, so you can get gravestones fast. Huh. But don't you still have to, like, organize funerals and stuff? A Molotov mixture of disgust and embarrassment builds in my chest. What am I supposed to say? Need to make everyone know the love money. I think it's better to tell the truth, so let's tell the truth. I decide the truth is my best option. I don't know. Her eyebrows furrow slightly. A hint of confusion glimmers in her gaze. Elio is fast cause bunny. What do you... I mean that I haven't been here since he was... I trail off. The word's too heavy to speak. Need to learn how to draw circles from the beginning. Oh! Draw a circle, there's the art! Jackie! You can always use like the circle tool maybe. I don't know what program you use. I I would like to hope most tools have a circle tool. I haven't talked about his burial before. The smooth and polished shine of his cherry wood casket revisits me. Hopefully your ability is not something explosive, so you don't do what you did last DS stream. Ah, God! Yeah, what would my ability be? I don't know. The only thing I can think is that I would have a big stomach, but I would start off hungry, so you'd have to speedrun getting food for me. No. Don't cry in front of her. Just has mods that people can code their own character and put as a modded character that other people can play. I can use circle tool, but I can't draw eyes, hands, legs, etc. I know that feeling. I've always wanted to do like mods for stuff. Like there's a specific mod that I want to do, but then thinking about doing the art asset makes me be like, oh. Don't scare her. Basic planning and setting up where things will happen, and deciding to bury or burn bodies and buying a casket and plot or urn happens on the day of or after the body makes it to the morgue. Really? Dang, that's a lot of stuff. I shake my head and try to find my way back to the present. Sorry. I lost that ability in high school when I stopped drawing for more study. Yeah, I feel like my art is probably getting crusty because I haven't drawn for a while now. Lucia nods in silent understanding. The rest depends on family. I used to draw cool Silent Hill monsters, but now can't because of school. Ah, that sucks. Also, I had no idea about like the planning and stuff. Cause I used to live with someone and their grandma passed away and they had to do like planning for like where to put her body and stuff, and I remember she like, what is the word? She like spent so much time not doing anything that it was too late for her to do anything, which was kind of shitty. Lucia nods in silent understanding. We pause for a moment, both not quite sure how to continue. Lucia takes a step forward, trying her best to mend the gap between us. Elle, you don't have to explain. I'm sorry that I prodded. I expect the knots in my stomach to twist and tighten, but they nearly surrender as Lucia looks at me apologetically. Instead of burying the words and leaving them to wait for my notebook, I speak up. I want to explain. Lucia smiles softly, with a hint of encouragement. School needs to make people learn what they can do, but schools teach us how to study more for jobs, then give us more money as a part of our happiness and souls. Yeah, school unfortunately is about like memorizing things, not really like learning, I feel. When it came to visiting, I couldn't do it. It never felt right. My sister is studying to be a mortician, and you watch a YouTube channel run by one mortician who covers stuff about the funeral industry and the history of funeral-related practices or events. Oh. But most of the shit from school I never needed for anything, not gonna lie. Yeah, who needs math? I feel like I've forgotten most of the things I learned in school, but I feel like if I went back to school, I probably would remember, if that makes sense. Like, I always have dormant knowledge that only comes right when I need it. I tried once, but it wasn't long after he passed. He was full of life, so his graveside, it wasn't a place I could reflect on him. Sorry, Elio, I know it's hard to read my perfect writing, but it's fun to watch you cute suffering. No worries, Charlotte. But I'm glad you enjoy. Until today? Yeah, today I wanted to try again. I'm not exactly sure why. I guess I hoped it would help with closure. Lucia looks towards my father's headstone. We don't talk about math in this chat unless it's to talk about invisible numbers. Those are beautiful flowers. I like the arrangement you chose. I'll need to relearn stuff and catch up next year, lol. Yeah! I'm not looking forward to going back to college. I bite at my lip unconsciously. Thanks, but I didn't leave those. The only good thing I learned from school is how to harsh bullies. You need to teach me that, Charlotte. I think his sister was here earlier. Cora is big on flowers. Oh, well, she has good taste. Sorry to focus on the flowers. I can't help myself. Me, it was how to force adults to actually get me the help I need, lol. Yeah, I went to like a lot of people. I guess it's rough, cause like I had really good grades in college, but a lot of people thought that I was smart. Like, a lot of kids would come to me in college and try to get me to do things for them because they thought I was smart, right? Like when we did things in class, they would come to me and try to have me do things. But the thing is, the thing that they didn't realize was I go to a bunch of like lab meetings. Like they call like the tutoring labs at my college. So like the reason I would get so many good grades is because right after a class, I would go and spend my extra time in the lab and have them teach me how to process things, and I would do my homework with them and stuff. And like I would write down notes. I had I had so many I had to constantly be buying notepads, like notebooks, because I would write like everything. Because I was like, if I don't write everything, I'm gonna forget about it. But like, I wasn't a smart person. I just kept going to like tutoring until it really got smashed into my head. Sorry to focus on the flowers. I can't help myself. I'm a florist. That's interesting. How to survive in 100 of mutating teenagers. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The anxious realization that I never thought to bring my dad flowers hits me. Aww. My school is shit. They're really good about helping people with mental related stuff though. Huh. That's nice. I remember my middle school was really bad with mental related stuff because I remember I got bullied in middle school and like, they didn't help for shit. It never even crossed my mind. Does Lucia think it's rude that I didn't? It's easy, Elio. If you're the crazy kind sport guy, when bullies make fun of you, you can counter them with breaking their ego in arm wrestling or any other wrestling kind. But I'm not strong! Don't beat me! Maybe you could suggest a bouquet for my dad? I should have bought one. Same, Elio, same. That'll scare the fuck out of them. I could do like a Ringu impression. I think I'm pretty good at like horror makeup. Hey, if it's not your thing, don't feel like you have to buy them. I feel old now that I lost all my power from old times. If you're not strong in muscle, you need to be strong in mind. But I'm not strong in mind either! Lucia smiles carefully as she reads me like an open book. I do have an idea though, if you want to leave him something meaningful. Please, I'd love to. I expected not to mean that, but for some reason, I want to. Wait here, please. Me and Ellie are becoming the creepy goth kids to fuck with the bullies. Gonna scare the bejesus out of you so you won't bully me. That or blackmail. I nod as Lucia walks past me. I flip through my notes instead of staring after her, doing my best not to act entranced. Where did this girl come from? You need to be a silent kid. They will scare from you not doing anything. Be like, why is he just standing there menacingly? She's so sweet. Am I Q84 2.0? I could definitely see you being Q84, Cal. The crunch of fallen leaves under footsteps carries from the distance. Lucia stands closer than before. I brought you this. She reaches into her bag and extends her hand. Oh, a rose! It's a blue rose! A single icy blue rose sits between her thumb and forefinger. God, this art is so good! I love the eyes and the hair on this. The lighting on the rose, it's so pretty. I reach forward, but stop in hesitation. Where did you get it? I have a big backpack. If you be a quiet kid, it scares them more. Oh, gotta stuff you in my backpack and throw you in the river. It was left at Kate's grave. A gasp escapes my lips and I shake my head. I can't take that. A grave flower. How morbid. No, don't worry. Original Charlotte is cute, but Q84, jeez. Q84 is cute in a different way. Cute as in I would never call her cute because she would beat me up. Kate would want your father to have a flower. The art is beautiful, yeah. She doesn't like roses anyway. Lucia trails off, realizing what she said. You're the one bringing the flamethrower, I see. Hey everyone, it's execution hour. I mean, didn't. Kate didn't like roses. You sugar talk, I punched their shit in? I try my best to reassure her with my gaze as I accept the rose. Thank you. She wouldn't just beat you up. She'd make a call-out post on twitter.com about it, then beat you up. Oh, very true. That present tense thing, it goes away. I have a scary talent that I can punch walls without breaking bones, so my old alter ego scares the bullies, technically. Jesus! Do you, like, punch a hole in the wall? Oh my goodness. Don't feel like you need a jump to correct yourself. Charlotte, small, must protect, emotional support friend. Q84, none of those things. Except maybe small. Time will take care of it. You can find your creepy skill to scare bullies. I'll just punch a wall. Lucia nods silently in response. As I kneel against the cold earth to place the blue rose in my dad's grave, I realize how fresh the flower is. The edges of the petals have barely begun to wilt. Q84, cyberbullies for fun, mass terrorism, will protect fry pets, cause world panic, small. I feel Lucia's eyes on my back. Before turning towards her, I ask the question on my mind. Lucia? When was Kate's funeral? Yesterday. Oh, so they got that done in 3 days, lickety-split. I love Q84. She speaks facts. She sure does. As I face Lucia, I want to ask her why she's here today. I want to know how she's doing. I want to hug her. I want to make her feel less alone, even if for a fraction of a second. Oh, Elle's already down bad. I want to give her what I never had. A moment of silence passes us by. But before I can ask Lucia to let me in, she breaks the silence herself. Don't punch a wall if your bone genetics are bad. Oh, my bones are pretty bad. Because of my disability. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Probably your hands get lost like my ex. Q84 is badass. It's hard to not love her personality. massage the back of my neck absent-mindedly and laugh a little. Yeah. Did the dark circles give me away? Elle has good taste, not gonna lie. Eh? Oh, Lucia? Or who? Elle is in like Death Note? The only Elle I can think of is Death Note Elle. Lucia giggles softly. No, your eyes are fine. Oof, ow, oh geez, my bones. Did you just punch the wall, dwarf? It was kind of her to lie about. I see autocorrect chose a new victim. Oh, Lucia. Okay, it was Lucia. Yeah, Lucia does have good taste. I've looked in a mirror before. Can't believe I fell asleep. It's a little embarrassing. Don't worry about it. Bad as a big brother that little kids are trying to do what I do and they break their bones. Do you drink coffee? The depression juice. Drink the bone-hurting juice. Why'd you do that, dwarf? Next I'm gonna tell you about, like, licking your elbow and you're gonna try and lick your elbow. Yes. Let me buy you one. You don't want to sleep through Halloween. There's a great coffee shop in the Old Town district. Old Town? Isn't that a little far? Did you drive here? I didn't actually, just wanted to do the meme. Oh. No, I walked. Dwarf is just chaos. Well, I don't mind giving you a ride. Let me take you. It's my treat. Ah yes, getting in the ride with a stranger that I've known for like 5 minutes. Great idea. The world is scary, Elio. When I'm doing boxing in the past, I see people punching while breaking bones. Ah! Why? Unless you have other plans. I don't, but a part of me remains hesitant. Getting into cars with strangers isn't something my parents encourage, that's for sure, right? Next thing we know, Dwarf is gonna try and touch his elbows together. Right? Guys ever try licking your elbow? She seems harmless enough, but I don't actually know her. Why do people box while doing that? I guess they're boxing so hard that they break a bone. Plus today is not exactly an easy day for me. So her dad died on Halloween. That guy made fun of me when I showed him my injured hand. I still remember showing his not anatomic hand with a cool smile. Oh my god. Lucia quietly reads over my rigid stance. That's gonna suck if like someone you knew died on Halloween, because you'll see like everyone celebrates Halloween like the entire month of October. So that's gotta suck. Lucia quietly reads over my rigid stance. But I also feel bad for people born in December for that same reason. Without explanation, she grins and starts to giggle at me. Did you want to take a selfie together? Like, I'm kind of the same way, because, like, my birthday's not that far off after, like, Christmas. So a lot of times I don't get, like, Christmas and birthday presents. I get, like, the combination Pizza Hut Christmas and birthday presents. What? You can send it to a friend. That way, if you go missing, they'd know exactly who to look for. Lucia! What? I smile back at her and suddenly shake my head. What did she mean by this? Nah, it's fine. Black. Probably because they didn't care about healthcare in here. I know more people with broken or not normal shaped people than normal people. Really? Oh jeez. I stick out my thumb in a hitchhiking fashion. I love the thrill of getting into a stranger's car. Lucia playfully rolls her eyes before winking at me. Lucia, best girl. Buckle up then, we're going for a ride. We're going on the highway to hell, baby! Ooh, another cute CG. Oh, the art! I love the hair! The lighting and everything. We head towards the road, walking past rows of headstones side by side. Let's go flirting in the cemetery, baby! You wanna play some Pokemon Go? We'll find a bunch of Pokestops here. I didn't imagine I'd be leaving here with someone. The feeling of walking close to her is strangely comforting. It's an old belief that people think breaking bones can heal with sleep. Hey, that's a thing? It's like a belief? Oh, I guess so. Like, when you hurt yourself, you'll heal like in your sleep because it speeds up like the healing process, I guess? I guess I always expected to be here alone. Even if I had a special person in my life, I wouldn't ask them to come here. It's hard to understand what it's like to visit this place, unless you're missing someone. Cute! Cute! I like sleep, but they don't care about hospital bandages and probably can heal, they believe. Ah, I see. So they don't cheat themselves and they're like, oh, if I just rest, it'll be fine. The drive to the coffee shop is uneventful. Lucia's car has heated seats, so I try my best to subtly warm my hands under my legs. She doesn't seem to notice and stays focused on driving. I want a heated seat car. We chat about the weather mostly. Once we reach the Old Town District, Lucia carefully navigates towards the last parking spot on the street. Woo! This is the place! I haven't been here in forever. After stepping out of the car, Lucia tugs gently on my sweater and guides me to the crosswalk. She's practically bouncing towards the cafe. My old people suffer pains in every bone. Oh no! Don't be stubborn, old man. Go to the hospital. Once we cross, we find ourselves at the front doors. Despite the chilly weather, they still offer outdoor seating. Heated seats. Life's greatest blessing. I really want to get a heated pad when I get paid. Especially because it's gonna get cold. So, I want like a heated blanket or a heating pad at least. A waitress steps outside to greet us with a smile on her face. Welcome! If you'd like to take a seat, I'll be right with you. Because of the stupidity level of the country, our hospitals are mostly best in healthcare. Eh? As the waitress steps inside, I move to follow her. Lucia pulls up my sleeve again with an expectant grin. Let's sit out here. It's more private. As we take our seats outside the cafe, I can feel the energy of the cemetery fall away. Our table is vibrantly decorated with Halloween-themed trinkets and candles. This is so cute! I can't argue with that. She definitely chose a festive spot. The street is bustling with ghouls and witches. Even our waitress is dressed up. Happy Halloween! Can I interest you in one of our spooky specials? Oh, what do you got? Lucia's eyes light up immediately. Ooh, what are they? Do they have Kit Kats? The waitress grins, realizing she's hooked Lucia in. Today we have our pumpkin cheesecake paired with any of our fall specialty drinks for $8.99. Oh, it's pumpkin. Of course it's pumpkin. $8.99? If you're craving something warm and hearty, we also have butternut squash soup with one of our fresh baked biscuits. Ooh, butternut squash soup sounds good. Lucia squeals with delight. I love cheesecake! Could I get the pumpkin cheesecake with the pumpkin spice latte, please? Oh, she's one of those. She's a pumpkin spice girl. Oh no. I guess she likes pumpkins. After jotting down Lucia's order, the waitress's gaze darts towards me. What would you like? Fuck pumpkin flavor? pumpkin's alright. It's like not worth the hype, I guess. Like, I like pumpkin soup. That pumpkin cheesecake sounds fine. I lost faith in Lucia. And to drink? I rack my brain for anything other than the pumpkin spice latte. Sorry, what are your other fall drinks? Like, I love my doctor. He's doing his best job to not embarrass me when using B12 syringe on my pure back. Oh, a syringe though. Oh my goodness. Maple pecan and chai latte. Ooh, chai latte, chai latte. Lucia raises her eyebrows and whispers exaggeratedly across the table. Elle resisting the urge to be a white woman. It's always the white woman into pumpkin spice lattes, right? Psst. Maple pecan sounds super yummy. Oh, I want the chai latte! I want the chai latte! I can't help but chuckle. Okay, I'll get the maple pecan latte. No! I want the chai latte! The waitress nods and leaves with a smile. I don't like pecans all that much, and maple's okay. But chai is so good! Oi! Barely a minute passes before our waitress rushes back to the table. Sorry, but as being born in October, I've had too much pumpkin and not enough strawberry and other fruits. Yeah, I prefer strawberry over pumpkin. Here are your lattes. I like pumpkin soup, but I'm not a pumpkin spice latte person. My mom just made really good pumpkin soup, and I don't have it that much. I'll bring your cheesecake over as soon as it's ready. Lucia peers over at me with a curious glimmer in her eyes. Health is a place that you can't protect your honor, Elio. It's the scariest battle plane. Oh, jeez. So I guess you're a seasoned warrior, huh, Charlotte? Do you think it's too hot to sip? That sounds nasty. Maple pecan? Ew. Yeah, I don't like pecans that much. Like, I'll eat it. I'll eat it if something has pecans in it. But like, that or a chai latte? I'm taking the chai latte, bro. Chai is so good. I'm sure it's fine. I lift the cup to my lips and decide to take a swig. Yikes! My throat burns as I try desperately to clear it inconspicuously. Yeah, I never immediately drink the coffee that I get if I go to like a Dutch Bros or a Starbucks. I'm sitting there for a couple minutes. I'm blowing on that shit. I do my best not to sputter on Lucia as I reply. So now she's got a burnt tongue. Oh, that's gotta suck. She'll hardly have any taste buds. It's quite warm still. She giggles softly. You didn't need to be my lab rat. Just trying to be helpful. Lucia raises her cup and takes a careful sip. Doing my best for my health, only for healthcare. If my coffee ain't nearly lukewarm, then I don't want it. Exactly. It needs to be lukewarm AF. I have a cat's tongue. It's not that hot. Are you trying to scare me? Well, it is Halloween. How did she not scald herself? Does she have no sense of temperature? Maybe that's why she chose outdoor seating on this chilly day. I would not get along with Lucia. Do you like celebrating Halloween? I falter, unsure of how to explain myself. I used to. Yeah, I imagine her dad dying on Halloween probably sours the experience a tad. Lucia realizes what she asked. Sorry, I can't believe I forgot that today is... No apology necessary. I try my best to steer the conversation with a lighter tone in my voice. I do like Halloween, by the way. I just haven't done much other than hand out candy for a few years. Kids in my neighborhood love my place. They know I always have tons of treats. Got to say it because trying to tell not connected random stories, I like your Halloween outfit, Elliot. It's so cute and cool. Thank you. I'm glad that you like the Halloween outfit. It's very cute, isn't it? I got some Halloween meals next to me too. All done by the same person. Black Kuos on Kofi. You only hand out candy? You haven't dressed up? No, but I did like that part when I was in high school. Great! Is it pure cuteness? Oh, it's pure cuteness. Thank you! I'm going to a costume party tonight. What do you think? Spooky or sexy? I would prefer spooky. It's fit for the real pure cuteness. Eh? What could we possibly be talking about? Huh? What kind of costume should I go with? I have a closet full of options. Yo, she collects Halloween costumes? Okay, that's kind of cool. I want spooky. I want spooky, not sexy. Spooky. It's classic. She grins with an almost fiendish quality. I like how you think. Maybe I'll dress up as a witch. Did I ever actually tell you guys how, like, I fully believed my mom was a witch? Cute? You mean Elio? The cutest thing ever? Like, 5 ever? Born! Nani? Nandatta? 5 ever? Thank you for the head pat, Silver Taker. Your job here is done and then you bonk me? What the hell? Wow, gay. Very gay. Very gay of you, Barn. I can see her pulling off that look. Your hair is perfect for a witch costume. You could go for a real mystical vibe. You think so? She should dress up as the ring. Absolutely. Well, would you let me tell you a fortune then? Damn you right. Barnes and dedicating Elio for the 584th time. It's my special ability. Oi. Oi. God damn it. Oh, you made my ears come out. I shrug casually. Sure, I'd love to get some insight. Lucia reaches over and takes my hand in her own. She studies it carefully, squinting with exaggerated focus. Evening. There are stars in the night sky. I see you're headed towards a house. She closes her eyes and yanks at my arm even harder. I nearly fall across the table. Bruh. Hey, be careful. There's a crowd of swirling capes and vibrant dresses. Oh, is that her way of inviting Elle to the Halloween party? Sorry, my tummy was rumbling, so I took a bite of a chip. You'll arrive there very soon. I will. Lucia releases my hand from her grip and opens her eyes. Is this your way of asking me out on a date? So, did you want to come to the party with me? I was gonna go alone, but it would be great to be... Lucia's words drift away from me. My limbs stiffened, and I'd suddenly been plunged into icy water. A party on Halloween. That night. He went out that night. I was the one that called him. I bite my cheek, desperate to escape the coursing river of guilt. No. No freaking out. Not now. I dig my nails into my palm, trying to snap myself away from the echo of that Halloween party. Okay. Focus and breathe. The idea of rejecting Lucia hurts, but I can't go with her. The voice of my therapist saying trauma trigger rings in my ear. I promised that I'd stop being self-destructive, and I can't risk Lucia seeing me like that. I can't. Not tonight, at least. The ghost of that distant night disappears as quickly as it arrived. I'm at the cafe with Lucia. I'm okay. Lucia grips the handle of her mug and spins it absent-mindedly. I thought you didn't have plans? Lucia, can you please pick up the cues? My girl, Lucia, you know her dad died on Halloween. Like, I get that maybe she's trying to cheer up Elle by inviting her to a party, but maybe the timing isn't the best. I have a date later. Sorry that I didn't mention it. A frown escapes Lucia. Oh, you're not single? A date? I nod. Yep, with a bowl of leftover candy. Oh, okay, so you're single. Leftover, oh. My energy is about to end, and I have an important job to do tomorrow. So I'll be here for another cute stream, Elio. Need to go now. No problem. Have a good night. Have a funny, tricky, treaty game. Thank you. Have a good rest. Relief washes over her. It isn't obvious already. I'm painfully single. It's not obvious. Oh, she's put in the moves. Oh my lord. Really? Oh, thank you for the head pat, Charlotte. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Happy Halloween. Or happy November 1st. Of course it isn't. You're so pretty. For a second, my heart skips a beat. Wow. I realize how rude I might be coming off. I mean, thanks. We break eye contact and struggle to continue. That's one way to snap back into reality. Come on, keep it up. So, what's it like being a florist? You know, we grow flowers. My ploy to redirect the conversation is painfully evident. Lucia doesn't brush me off, luckily. My family has owned a flower shop for 3 generations, so it's pretty natural for me. What about you? Are you a student? No, I graduated from tourism and hospitality program. I work at the Spring Dream Suites. That sounds interesting. It's really not. My job is to fend off bad reviews, basically. Oh yeah, No Nut November starts too, thanks to remembering that. It could be No Nut November or Non-Stop Nut November. No peanuts for you. Lucia laughs, but I'm afraid it's forced. Do you like to travel? I haven't really traveled since I was a kid. But if I ever had the chance, I'd love to work at a resort. Just to see what it's like to live in a warm climate. Count me in! I'm always down to book a room at an island resort. I promise I'll leave a good review too. If you get me a discount, oh my god. I can't help but giggle. I'll do my best. I'm curious about your job. When did you join your family's business? They started training me when I was young. I spent plenty of summers playing in my grandmother's garden. She started the business with my grandfather. It's beautiful. They have a huge property out in the countryside. Oh, so she's the owner's daughter. Oh god. She's rich. I loved putting together bouquets for my mom when I was little. My grandma would help me pick them, so they always turned out perfectly. Lucia already looking for a sugar mommy. She called it my training. Lucia is a sugar mommy. Her plan worked, though. I'm running the business with my parents now. My grandparents are retired, but they still help out when we're short-handed. Lucia's gaze seems to intensify. It feels like she's looking right through me. Is she alright? She notices my concern and smiles reassuringly. Sorry, I was thinking about those summers as a kid. I can still picture the day that my sister made a flower crown out of daisies. She put it on my head and called me a princess. It was just a game to Kate, but... She clears her throat. Aww. That was the day I fell in love with flowers. I'll never forget it. Lucia. Aww. That was a vulnerable moment. Her hands tremble ever so slightly. She must have been nervous to share that memory with me. Maybe we should share that the reason why we didn't want to go to the party was because of so-and-so then? That's so special. Hello, ladies. Here's your pumpkin cheesecake. When does the horror kick in? I don't think this is a horror VN. I think it's like coping with trauma and also getting a new girlfriend. Before I can finish, our waitress interrupts. We wait for her to settle down our plates and cutlery. Can I get you anything else? I think we're good, thanks. The waitress steps away and heads inside. I fiddle with my notebook and flip through the pages while Lucia sips her drink. Elle, can I ask you a question? Dang it, oh well, coping with trauma is good enough. I smile, eager to start chatting again. Go ahead. Lucia motions towards the table. What's that? Oh, it's my notebook. Like a diary? Sort of. It has a bit of everything. Unfinished thoughts, sketches, and some journaling. I don't usually carry it around. You brought it for your dad? Maybe it was obvious, or maybe she understands me. Oh, Rikutakaro-san, congrats on wasting a point! You did it! You wasted it! You squandered it! The horror starts when they go back to flirting in the graveyard. Yeah, I did. I thought about reading to him, but I felt weird once I got there. I talked to him instead, which wasn't much easier. I think I know how you feel. I tried talking to Kate today, but I couldn't. I left her voicemails instead. It felt closer to how things were. Almost normal. It's subtle, but Lucia's voice breaks as she trails off. Instinctively, I reach across the table. For a fraction of a second, my hand rests atop her own. The music fits for the wasted point. We're all gathered here today for the funeral for Rikutakaro-san's point. It will be missed. I pull away swiftly, fearing that I've invaded her space. Sorry. She stares at her lap, unmoving. Thank you. That was nice. For a moment, I envisioned the horrible precipice Lucia is hovering on the edge of. Unfiltered, unprocessed, raw grief. One day, she's gonna realize that in the infinite possibilities of this universe, she'll never see her sister again. The realization that there will never be another moment shared with Kate. The end of making memories and the beginning of their blurring. It seems clear, but it never is. Elle? Yeah? Lucia bites at her lip and stares into her cup. Wanna say that again, Elio? You know? Precipice? Precipice? You did what in your press? I have questions that I'm afraid to ask anyone else. I don't want to be weird or rude. But you seem to understand loss better than anyone I've spoken to. Oh yeah! You just, the first panel is the guy coming through the door. The next panel is the guy with the doctor. The next panel is him coming in on his wife, and his wife is having a miscarriage. Glad to help. I struggle to give her a good answer. What if I make her feel worse? Not the most yabai thing, even in the last 24 hours, but granted, that was a typo. Precipice. That was not a typo. I decided to warn her. Honestly, I'm not the best person to get grief counseling from. I can't unhear what Elio said, so I had to do that. I need someone to be real with me. I'm tired of being brushed off. Suddenly, the circle of chairs in the church basement revisits me. I felt brushed off too. It was so discouraging. Alright. What did people say to you? I heard that the stages can take years, but that the pain won't last forever. I don't know. I feel like the pain always will be there, even if it's a little numb, you know? Oh, when you were tweeting yesterday, Elio, you put, I'm gonna run to the bank right now before my shit starts to make sure it transferred, okay? I never noticed I did a typo. I think it auto-corrected. Or wait, no. That was me trying to say shift, so I forgot to put an F. Is it true? The stages? Yeah, bye as always then. Such is life. I'm so embarrassed. Oh my god. Honestly, I forgot how much people like to focus on that idea. My grief wasn't in stages, at least not in the way I expected. How was your shit that day? It was alright. It was okay. The shit was alright. She gives me a quizzical stare through glassy eyes. Nah, it was funny. The shift was busy. The shit was packed. Emotions aren't dominoes. They don't fall in a logical pattern. My grief falls like sudden rain on a cloudless day. I can wake up in acceptance and go to bed angry or bargaining. Lucia's eyes brighten. He actually went along with it. That was poetic. I ignore her praise. Look, I know that your sister is always on your mind right now. But there's gonna be days where you forget about Kate for longer than you ever thought possible. I forget about my dad all the time. Lucia seems startled by my admission. There are moments when his memory doesn't stir any pain or tears. Because you're healing? No. I feel ashamed or angry, even dull at times. It always feels wrong. You'll probably be disgusted with yourself for pulling it together and bearing how deeply you miss her. I felt punished for trying to function. Going to work, visiting friends, even getting dressed. Putting away the pain is harder than carrying it. Oh, I actually really understand this very well. I just want you to know that there's no winning. There's no easy way to process this loss. She blinks carefully. Intentionally. As if she's truly absorbing the information. Oh, I thought she was trying to blink away tears. Because I feel like people do like that blink. Like, I don't know if my model can accurately portray the blink, but it's like to stop themselves from crying kind of thing. Like, or it would be a bit more rapid if it was trying to stop crying, right? It would be like, oh, the thing doesn't process my rapidly fluttering eyes very well. But anyway. You know? Lucia stops to clear her throat before continuing. I thought this was supposed to be Yuri. This is just a bummer. Oh, hey! I didn't plan to go back to Kate's grave today. You didn't? No. Same, but I expect grand gay things to come. You gotta get your trauma out before you can have big gay moments, okay? I was driving around mindlessly, and it sort of dawned on me that wandering in a daze was disrespectful to her memory. She would have done anything for a clear moment. I'm not sure that I follow. I don't want to demand answers, but I can't nod and pretend it makes sense like that grief group did. I'm not here to tell her that she's young and that'll make it easier. But people that are be like, oh, it'll get better in time. Why are you so strung up on it? Like, that shit never leaves. And it tends to be like the people that say that deep down, they're sad, but they don't want to admit it. Like, I know my uncle, like, when my cat passed away, like, after, like, a week or so, he was like, why are you still crying over your cat? And I'm like, you still cry about Grandma. You just don't want to admit it. But I know he gets sad about Grandma, because he'll talk about Grandma, like, memories about Grandma, and then he'll get a little silent, and I'll be like, ah, I understand. Anecdotes and adages aren't solutions. I want to listen and do my best to understand her. But Lucia doesn't move to explain herself. If you're not ready to tell... No, it's fine. Sorry, I need a moment. I nod and wait for her to gather her thoughts. She takes a deep breath and begins. Kate suffered from chronic health problems and taught me what a privilege a pain-free day is. She tried her best to live a normal life, but her health had a habit of stealing happy moments from her. People will die, but we have to remember them fondly, not perish and suffer every day for them. Yeah, like, understand that, like, the start of it can be very painful to try and, like, look at these happy memories and not feel pain over them. But I think one of the good things for me with processing with Kitty is, like, looking back on, like, all the happy moments and being happy that they happened, and not so much that the happy moments aren't gonna happen anymore, if that makes sense. One morning, Kate didn't get up for breakfast. My mom went upstairs to check on her. They had plans to go shopping, so it was odd that she hadn't started getting ready. When my mom walked in, Kate wouldn't wake up. She was taking prescription drugs for her illness, and she aspirated in her sleep. It was sudden. She died all alone. And now I'm here, 1 week later, enjoying a pumpkin spice latte while my sister starts to rot on the ground. My heart shudders as she speaks the word. Rot. So, yeah, I get what you mean. I mean, it sucks, but I kinda appreciate when people pass away in their sleep, because that means that they don't feel as much pain as someone that's aware that they are dying. That's what I always do. The happy moments are there to be remembered, not be buried under tears. Yes, I agree. It can be really hard for me still. It's been 3 years since my cat passed away. So sometimes when I pull up the videos, I feel really sad. But at the end of the day, I try and give it like a positive thing because... honestly, being honest here, if my cat didn't pass away, I probably wouldn't have done voice acting, and I probably wouldn't have done streaming. It was when my cat passed away that I was like I it sounds a little pathetic, I guess, but like I was living my life dedicated to my cat. Like I wanted to make things better so that I could get a place with my cat. And take care of her and give her a happy life because my cat meant that much to me. And when she passed away, I was like, I can't do that anymore. So I should try, if I can't do the life goal I set out for myself, I should do another life goal, like something that I thought was unattainable. Like I really wanted to become a voice actor. So I started doing voice acting. And then around that time, the streamer I like stopped streaming, so I was like, oh, well, you know what? I really liked his content, and I kind of want to do it too. So then I started streaming. That's not pathetic. You wanted to do something for the one you loved and cherished. Yeah. I just know. A lot of people are like, you did that all for your cat? Really? There are no right choices. Every moment without her feels wrong. I feel like a stranger in my own life. I never say anything like that. Especially to someone I just met, but I spoke without hesitating. And now I'm regretting every word. I'm afraid that you'd think I'm a freak. No! You don't have to go to this topic if you don't want to. Thank you. Yeah, I'll move on from that topic. But yeah, I understand what's going on in this VN very well. It's horrible, but everything you said makes perfect sense. I don't want to tell her anything else. I don't want her to know that my heart doesn't feel like it did before. Lucia gives me a look that cuts deep. Fuck those peeps. After all, it's better to live for something than not. Also agreed, Overtaker. Yeah, thank you guys. This girl is staring into my eyes, looking for hope. I reach out and squeeze her hand, but the comfort is forced. I don't know how to tell her that I'm broken too. She doesn't deserve the whiplash of false hope. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Cal! Ooh, I'm gonna make some matcha tea later. I got like this matcha tea that you combine by yourself, and I've really been liking like having like a cup of it every day and combining it with condensed milk. I tend to have it at night, but I might have it today since I'll be working at night. I don't want to see her bite that apple. I don't want to watch it turn to bitter ash on her tongue. I pull my hand away and break the silence. Can I put my number in your phone? Lucia straightens her posture and reaches for her bag. Sure. She unlocks her phone and hands it over. Also, I'm gonna eat a chip real fast because my tummy is grumbling. I carefully type my information into the new contact menu, making sure I leave no mistakes. I know it's a cliche, but you can call me anytime. I don't care why either. It doesn't have to be an emergency. She nods as she stashes her cell phone back into her bag. Thank you. I I still have questions, if you're willing. I feel an acidic hesitation burning in my throat. I'm not sure if I'm the person you should be around right now. I think you're wrong. I don't think I am. I tried talking to other people, dealing with loss, and it didn't help. Sometimes I wonder if the opposite would have been better. Maybe you need to surround yourself with people who don't get it. How would that help? Maybe you'll convince yourself that you're just like them. Fake it till you make it, but the grief counseling version. Look, I get it if you don't want to talk about grief, but I don't need kid gloves. She points to my lap. I want to hear the Elle that's in the notebook. I know you've already let me listen to her. When? I don't know. The way Lucia is in this, it's kind of like, yeah, just be ignorant. Sorry, but no. True. Like, it's not good to be ignorant. But also, like, I think Lucia is setting, like, Ella's setting her boundaries here, right? She's like, I don't really feel comfortable talking about this right now. It's the anniversary of my dad's death. A lot of triggers are being brought up. Like, maybe I'm not the person you should be spending time with right now. Not just for you, but also for Elle, so that she can, like, I don't know, like, not have to constantly be dealing with grief. Like, I feel like she's tackling so much and, like, going through so many emotions right now that she deserves a break, you know? The poetry, grief that falls like sudden rain on a cloudless day. I'll bet you $20 that's been written in there. As much as I wouldn't mind paying for the meal, I won't bet against her. I know she's right, and she knows it too. Push aside my uncertainty. It's not like you have to see her again. If your answers freak her out, it was her choice to insist on them. But I find myself imagining her in my future. Elle will be needing a break. She does! Give her a break, bro. Like, come back another day. Well, we'll set up an appointment to talk about her trauma, okay? Where she fits in, I'm not sure. I wouldn't want to have a future with Lucia, if I'm being honest. But I'm certain that I want to see her again. Okay, I'll bite. Finally, yeah. Oh, I would get so angry if someone said finally to me after I'm like about to open up about my traumas and stuff, and they're like, oh, finally. Like, shut up. First, you have to make me a promise. What kind of promise? Lucia, my goodness. She is tone deaf as hell. When we go our separate ways, you have to text me after. Even if it's to say bye forever. Okay. I promise that I'll text you. I wink at Lucia playfully. Ask me anything. I'm an open book. She grins at the notebook pun. Okay, let's start weird. Was your dad's service an open casket? The only good Lucia is the one from Devil May Cry. Yup. Did he look himself? They never do. Hadn't seen a body before Kate's service. I don't know what I expected a dead person to look like, but it wasn't that. Looking at her made me feel sick. See, this is... I only have one memory of seeing a dead body, and that was my grandma's. And I think maybe I was too young, but I didn't feel grossed out seeing her body. I think I just didn't process that she was dead. Like, she just looked like she was sleeping to me. And I guess that's what got my mom to start crying, because I guess I was asking why grandma wasn't waking up, and then my mom started crying. So, sorry about that, Mom. Or maybe it was afraid? I couldn't believe it was her. She looked like a doll. Like a weird imitation of Kate. Even when I wasn't staring at her, I knew exactly where she was. I wink at Lucia playfully. Now let's start with the morbid question. I couldn't tear my mind away from that image. She definitely didn't look like she was sleeping. Okay, let's move on to our next question. How did your father brutally die? She looked dead. I could barely focus on the service. She was all I saw. It's awful, but I can't really remember what anyone said to me that day. Probably a bunch of "I'm sorry" and "my condolences." The eulogies are a blur. I pursed my lips. How did no one notice how she felt about seeing her dead sister? Why didn't anyone help her? I'm sorry nobody warned you before the funeral. I'm sorry that no one saw what you were dealing with during it either. You needed support and you deserved it. Thanks. Having a viewing isn't right for everyone. Please don't worry. It's okay to be freaked out. You're not the first to feel that way, trust me. There's a term for it. Seriously? Wait, there's a term? Yeah, it's called Uncanny Valley. Oh, okay, that term. Okay. When you look at someone you've seen animated with life and see that emptiness, the absolute absence of energy, it's different for everyone, but you're not going to like it. I'm sorry you saw Kate that way. You deserve the option not to. Lucia frowned sharply. Oh, is there gonna be hot zombie ghouls? I'm not quite so sure. Like, I feel like, how long is this game actually? I'm a bit curious how long this game is. But I feel like this whole game has been like grief counseling over people that lost their family. I thought this was gonna be like a Halloween game, which I guess it kinda is because it takes place during Halloween, but man, it's a downer. Not that I think that's bad or anything, but you're right. No one asked if I wanted an open casket. My parents did all the planning. Uncanny Valley looks an empty school hallway at night. I just showed up. My mom did the opposite. She dragged me to every moment of planning. Choosing Dad's casket, it's burned into my memory. There's no winning when you don't get a choice. We both deserve to make our own decisions. Lucia nods as her expression softens. After the funeral, I kept pulling a photo of Kate out of my wallet. I couldn't help but stare and cry. I was doing whatever I could to remember her the way she was, instead of the shell I saw that day. I like to think that focusing on her smile helped. She sits back in her chair and motions towards her bag. I'm sorry I keep talking about my cat, but this actually reminded me of my cat. My cousin thought it would be good to take a picture of my cat before putting her down, and to this day, I have not asked to look at the photo. I'm not sure if my cousin deleted it or not, but she said she would give it to me when I was ready. And I don't think I'm ready because I don't want to see the moments before my cat died. Because I feel like I would just see the weakness in her. And I don't want that to be, like, the image that comes to mind, if that makes sense. Like, I want to look at my images of her being big and fat and full of food, and like that time when I would give her treats and she would like stuff her head into the bag. Not like the picture of her in a carrier on the way to the vet. What the fuck? I don't blame you. My sister did that with my first dog. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. I don't like seeing end of life photos. It's not comforting. I want to see beginning of life photos. Would you like to see it? No! Maybe it will be someday. Even if it's hard, it might bring you closure. That's true. Maybe I'm just not ready for it yet. Oh god. Should I do yes or no? I guess I'll say yes. My post-mortem photography now? Sure. Lucia carefully places a small photograph on the table between us. I sit forward and peer down, bracing myself. Cute! Instantly, I feel my heart shudder out of rhythm as I take in the smiling image of a girl my own age. She was so young. This game is sure something! I look back to Lucia and try to keep my response simple. Your sister had a beautiful smile. She nods in agreement. I'ma look away. Please tell me when it's off screen. If it helps, it's just a picture of her sister in a garden. Like, it's not her dead picture. I took that photo when we were gardening together last summer. Weeding my grandma's garden was always a pain, but Kate did her best to make me laugh whenever she said, I feel like that would be more concerning though. Like, she's there for the funeral and she's like, oh yeah, let me take a picture of my dead sister. She spent more time gathering up bouquets than actually pulling weeds. Came in for spooky lesbians, got out incredibly depressed, right? I don't mind though. Chores weren't so bad when she was around to help. No, that makes sense, Cal. Yeah, please take a break if you need to. Or if you want to, also. I think Kate smiled every day of her life. I'll miss that the most. She was a bright light. That's why I always wanted to be like my big sister. Lucia reaches over and takes the photo, tucking it away carefully in her wallet. Who wrote this tragedy? Shakespeare? Oh no. This better not be Othello. Elle, please don't feel pressure. I get it if you can't share anymore. I know that I'm not entitled to your pain or experiences, but I'd be lying if I said that I didn't want to hear them. Can I ask another question? I guess. Go for it. Lucia's lips quiver as her amber eyes betray a sliver of anxiety. You're sure? Please, I want to help. She swallows audibly. Or Hamlet. Oh god, not Hamlet. If Shakespeare wrote this, I'm Obama. Hello, Mr. President. Do you feel like he's watching you? An old weight descends and perches on my shoulder. The hovering of familiar eyes. A specter I thought I'd left in the past. I shrug it away with a practiced breath. In the first few weeks after he died, yeah. Quite often. Hi, Obama. Me and Elle on the same wavelength. Do you have the Chaos Emeralds, Overtaker? That goes away fast, I think. You don't remember? I can't tell her how I yelled at nothingness in the days before Dad's funeral. I ordered him away for my own comfort. I didn't want him to visit either. I needed to live without his ghostly gaze. That stays between us. Simplicity is best. It goes away. Or you just decide that you don't care what they see. A hint of blush touches her cheek. It better go away. I felt weird showering today. Oh god, oh no. I couldn't stop picturing her standing on the other side of the curtain, waiting. It's eerie. I feel like I'm going crazy. I promise you're not crazy. I've been there. How did you do it? Ellie is possessed by Snap Q. What? Cope. Seethe. How did I cope? That's an impossible question. Can we take a break? Can I have a bagel? Can I please have a bagel? I think I need a break. I'm not saying never, but today isn't the right time for me to talk about this. Lucia shifts suddenly as she runs her fingers through her hair. Is she uncomfortable? Elle, I'm sorry. Please don't apologize. I feel like I might have chose the wrong option. I'm fine. But Lucia hesitates. I'm not fine. I'm horrible. Lucia, oh no. Yeah, best to take a break. I hope so. Please, let me explain. What could she possibly mean? I decide to hear her out. I was being selfish. I know it sounds weird, but I tricked you into coming here. She pauses and stares cautiously, waiting for my reply. I don't understand. How did you trick me? And where's my treat? When I brought that rose for your dad, I was focused on how you might be able to help me. The idea that you might understand how I felt, it drew me to you. Wow, now she admits it. But I've been pushy, even manipulative. I thought if I convinced you to go out for coffee, I could persuade you to open up. I wanted to dig at your wounds to understand my own. I used that rose to make you feel like you owed me. That was self-serving. I'm so fake. I shouldn't have done that. It was awful. Yeah, it was awful, actually. Can we please get a break? Can I please have a bagel? You think, right? Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say. What's wrong with me? This kind of situation makes people in grief have an anxiety attack. Like, dude, yeah, seriously. I would just, like... I wouldn't have even gone through, like, half of the conversation Elle went through with Lucia. Like, especially the fact that she wants to look at my notebook. Like, no, I don't know you like that. Like, I'm not gonna show you my deepest fears and anxieties to help you focus, like, I'll help you in a way that I feel is comfortable, but I don't personally feel comfortable with that, you know? Yeah, why are you making it about yourself now, Lucia? Seriously! I'm not that kind of person. And it's when I say that I want a break that she starts, like, beating herself up about it, too. So that's, like, where I'm like, oh, now you're making me feel bad for not helping you by, like, wanting a break for myself because now you're... Oh my god, it's kind of, like, guilt-trippy, in a way. Why would I risk hurting a complete stranger? I'm sorry, Elle. Lucia, it's... Please don't. I'm ashamed of myself. Elio is based. I won't bother you again. We should go. She grabs her purses and digs for her wallet. Oh, did I get bad ends because I didn't help her with her grief? Oh, lordy. No. Okay, hold on. Okay, we got another option. I suppose I shall comfort you. Lucia, wait. Huh? I'm not? I scramble for an excuse to stay. I'm not done with my cheesecake yet. Oh, okay. I can wait. I look towards her untouched plate. Aren't you hungry? A little. She can clearly see my excuse for what it is, but picks up her fork anyway. I've never had pumpkin cheesecake before. Is it good? If this game really plans on making them a thing, Lucia better be hauling ass to make up for it, because Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, like, I hope that after she, like, has some time to process what happened today, she will realize that she was being, like, really demanding on someone that is also going through grief as well. And, like, does something to help make up for it. Because, oh my god, I would not want to talk to Lucia after this. Like, straight up, if someone was like this to me when I first met them, like, and they want to keep talking to me, I'm ghosting them. I'm sorry. Like, this is too much. Girl, why don't you take a bite and see for yourself? When she tricks you into spilling trauma, so you trick her into a date and apologizing for her shit. Right. Good idea. I pop a fork full of cheesecake into my mouth. Flavors of pumpkin, cinnamon, and whipped cream swirl together to make up a dreamy autumn dessert. Absolute worst first date ever. Man, I thought my first date was the worst date ever, but this really one-ups it. Well, what do you think? Lucia went on her way to open wounds to heal hers. Yeah, seriously! Seriously! Yeah. It's okay if I... And she even said, like she didn't feel bad about it because Elle was a stranger, too. So, like, Lucia is a vampire. I swallow in a hurry and reach for another bite. It's amazing! I knew you'd love it. I think I have a new favorite kind of cake. Thanks for bringing me here today. Elliot, don't you dare call cheesecake a dessert. I'm sorry, it's a dessert. Lucia reads through my encouragement. It's no excuse for what I did. Lucia, I'm not here to make excuses. I just know that I'm not perfect either, even years after losing my dad. Feeling lost is natural. It's okay to catch yourself doing things differently. Just see it for what it is. A hiccup. Learn the lesson and avoid repeating it. Especially all the mistakes that you did today with me, Lucia, 'cause my goodness. Hurting other people isn't a hiccup. Don't simplify it. Okay, go ahead and beat yourself up forever then. Maybe you're looking for something new to hurt you? Let's go, Elle. Elle's my girl. What? Maybe it's easier to focus on hating yourself instead of feeling the real pain you're in. Let's go, Slay. Go off, queen! I understand why you'd want to focus on anything other than losing Kate. I didn't see it that way. I was prepared to hyper-focus on being manipulative and hating myself for it. I was ready to think about anything other than Kate's death. That's you subconsciously trying to cope. Although, in a destructive kind of way. Yeah, I think you're right. Look, I'm not a doctor, so don't take my observations too seriously. I'm gonna fuck her up with the truth. Let's go, queen! Maybe it wouldn't hurt to seek out a therapist? I know it's not exactly affordable, but if you can manage, it's worth every penny. Bro, she owns a freaking business. She can afford a therapist. I'll talk to my parents about it. That's a good plan. Earlier, I was trying to tell you that it's okay to be upset. I was trying to accept your apology, too. A smile pulls up the color at the corner of Lucia's lips, but she fights it. Thank you. I know today has been strange, but I do want to tell you about losing my dad. It's just that today isn't the right time for it. My past can't help you navigate this experience. I'd rather you focus on yourself right now. Round of applause for Elle! Round of applause for Elle! Stop worrying about me and start thinking about how you're going to handle the next few days. That's more important. I think I get it. Elle speaking facts. We love Elle in this house. I do have a question for you, if you don't mind. Sure, I don't mind. You'll keep your promise, right? What did I promise? I grin at her. To text me, once you drop me off. Lucia reaches for her phone and begins to tap away at the screen. Is she texting me right now? She gasps suddenly. Oh shoot! I need to go soon. It's getting pretty late. If we stay much longer, you're gonna miss your trick-or-treaters. You got that date with your leftover candy, too. As much as I didn't want to leave quite yet, I don't want to keep Lucia too late. We better go. I don't need kids egging my place. Elle making smooth moves. Let's go. Plus, I don't want you missing that party. I think I'll skip out. It's been an interesting day. Yeah, that's for the best. I can understand why she'd want to stay home. I hope you celebrate however you want to. Maybe I'll watch a scary movie. You like horror? Lucia instantly perks up. I love horror. More ghosty stuff, less blood and guts. Well, now we need to have a scary movie night. Embarrassment catches up to me. I mean, if you want to. Don't be so shy. I'd love to have a movie night. Let's make it a plan? Let's just hope that their next date doesn't turn out as bad as this. Lesson learned. Recommend a therapist and get laid. Have you ever thought about getting a therapist? Oh my god, I love you. Just text me when you're free. We'll figure it out. Great. Lucia waves to the waitress. Can we get the bill, please? Sure thing. Would you like takeout boxes for your leftovers? Yes, please. Okay, I'll be with you in a moment. As the waitress heads back inside, Lucia reaches for her purse once again. I wave my hands, motioning for her to stop. We're going Dutch on this. What are you doing? I'd like to pay. Oh, no way! I invited you. I wink at her, hoping to make her blush. Let me pay. That way I can brag that it was a date. I'm not sure if I want to say this is a date. You can still brag, just pick up the tab for our next coffee date. Oh, bottom moment. My heart flutters against my ribs. Deal. Let's head out. Damn. Okay. Okay. Thanks for coming. Happy Halloween. With the bill paid, we cross the street and head to Lucia's car. I focus on giving Lucia directions to my neighborhood, although I can't help but wish we had more time together. Oh! Hey, Song! Thank you for reading with a party of 4. We're playing a depressing Halloween game about girlfriends dealing with trauma. But I think we're almost at the end. What were you playing? Happy Halloween! Trick or treat and all that! I'm at number 235. Right here? Yeah, that's my place. Lucia pulls over and parks the car. Oh no, I don't want a virus! Oh no! Well, actually, if it's Song, then I'll accept the virus, actually. As the engine switches off, I can't help but wonder what she's up to. I thought she just dropped me off. Can I walk you to the door? Get virused, LMAO. Oi. I try not to sound overeager. Yes! Cringe. Oh, that's me. I'm cringe. She definitely noticed the break in my voice. She giggles softly. You're lucky I'm here to protect you from all those monsters. I'd love to have had this ending first to not hate Lucia. Yeah, they should have, like, maybe skirted around talking about things, but, like, enjoyed having a date first instead of just sitting there kind of seething in all of these emotions, I think. Because, like, if I were to look back on this as, like, a date, I would be like, man, that was horrible. Little superheroes, princesses, and ghouls begin to trickle out into the streets, passing by houses without porch lights. I was eating, so now I have food on my phone. Oh shoot. Galax! Wipe it off! I hurry up the steps and unlock my door. As I turn the key, I feel Lucia's eyes on my back. Wait, no goodbye? Hi, Handcam chocolate making 1 year stream anniversary. Wait, your first stream was on Halloween, song? I didn't know that. I stick out my tongue. Is the chocolate good? Don't act so worried. Wait, who is Lucia and why do we hate her? Are we returning to the Dan era? Lucia opened up so many wounds to make herself feel better. She even admitted to it. She was like, yeah, I manipulated you. I'm not ditching you just yet. I look back and pop the door open, hit the light switch, and watch as the dim orange glow flickers on. Are you sure you'll have any candy left after tonight? There's so many kids out. Don't worry, I have a secret stash with all my favorites. Back to eating your pizza. I want some! Share some! When it comes to candy, I always plan ahead. She is a heartless monster. I like how you think. I smile back at her. Anxiety tugs at my chest, interrupting the moment. How can we say goodbye now? Feels like we were just starting to collect. You were on my first stream? I didn't remember it was on Halloween! Lucia fiddles with the strap across her shoulder. Lucia is the ponytail girl, and she was just kind of forcing Protag to open up about her trauma. Yup. Is she nervous too? Elle? Yes? Would it be weird if I do not kiss? This is not a good date. Ah, so worse than Dan, but still comparable to a terrible date. Then she apologized. When she apologized, she focused on beating herself up instead of IDK, making sure Elle was okay. Maidenless behavior. For real. Yeah, so like, and the thing was, when she started apologizing, was when Elle was like, sorry, I can't go into this deep of a conversation about my dead dad. Like, I don't want to do this today. And then Lucia started beating herself up about it. And I'm just like, love, the guilt tripping, baby! Oh, what's this? What is this that Dwarf put in chat? Go get some therapy first, Lucia. Damn, yes. Please see a therapist. Oh my god, it's Chainsaw Man! But as me! As a chainsaw bunny! Cute! I love that new trend of people having their animals cosplay. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Elio. Gotta go, gotta clean up and get ready for work. Happy Halloween! I know that feeling. I got work later today too. Have a good rest of your Halloween song! It's like the dude from Reddit that made a pochita hat for its cat. I saw that one! It was so cute! She trails off. No, forget it. I desperately want to reach out for her, but do my best to resist. I don't know what her personal bubble is like. It's better to leave it be. Now you've got me curious. See, Elle is so good. Elle is so good compared to Lucia. Like, Lucia is like, I will invade your personal bubble for myself. And Elle, even here, she's like, I want to reach out to this person, but I don't know if I am invading some boundaries, so I am going to back off. Elle, best girl. She really is best girl. Elle dating sim game when you're not Lucia. She stays still. Please, I'm dying to know what you were saying. Okay. Don't make fun of me, okay? I won't. Quit overthinking. I'm not that mean. Can I hug you, please? I'm taken aback by her polite shyness. Oh, I'm sorry. Please forget I ever asked. When I wish I had an SO like Elle. Elle is the best. No, it's fine. I'd like a hug. Let's go. Hug. Lucia wraps her arms around me in a warm embrace. She pulls me close. Closer than I expected. I want to see you again. My answer is instant. You will. Thank you for finding me, Lucia. Yay, hugs! I'm glad you did. I'm glad it wasn't a kiss. I was like, oh, please don't have it be a kiss. I'm glad it's a hug. Because I don't think we set the mood for a kiss, but a hug is all hunky-dory. Elle deserves better. She does. She deserves the world. But yeah, that was Graveyard Girls. I didn't come into this thinking it was gonna be this depressing. I was like, oh yeah, I'll deal with some grief, but they'll like do fun Halloween things. No. Elle, please. Lucia's honestly not in your league at all. Yeah, but get someone better. Get you a girl that won't manipulate you and guilt trip you to help her with her issues. Oh my goodness. I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed it. It was fine. Cool CG though. Yeah, the art was really good. The artwork was really good. I didn't like Lucia, but I think that is attestable. If you didn't like something, that means it still made you feel things. Yeah, I liked it as it is. Just not romance. Yeah, not as a romance, but I enjoyed the story. Just probably not gonna ship them. Elle dating Lucia for the money, only to kill her later for the inheritance. Let's go. Sequel game where Elle leaves Lucia and she finds another better girlfriend that sees a therapist. The game is dedicated to the memory of my father. I miss you, Dad. Aww. I'll take my boat elsewhere. Thank you so much. But yeah. Now the author is trauma dumping his bro. No, it's fine. It's fine. That was fine. So yeah, let me hydrate. Let me hydrate. Yeah. So yeah, that was Graveyard Girls. Probably not the most Halloween of Halloween specials, but I guess that's kind of a theme for this year's Halloween season for me. Like last year, I commissioned artwork of me. I had like a Halloween background, and other than like the Halloween assets I've been using every day, hasn't been too Halloweeny. I'll make sure to do better next year for Halloween. It's just timing right now with my job and everything kind of made it hard for me to have a proper Halloween this year. But hopefully next year will be better. But yeah, despite everything, despite all the trauma dumping from Lucia and all the guilt tripping and everything, I hope you still enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope you guys have a happy Halloween, if it's still Halloween in your area. I'll see you like. I hope you get a bunch of treats if you're going out trick-or-treating, or if not, I hope you get your discount candy tomorrow, cause that's what I'm doing, baby. Thanks for the stream, don't worry about it. Thank you. I'll see you guys later. Let me see. What am I doing? Let me pull up the good old schedule. Yeah, we're gonna be doing Ghost Trick and Cinderella Phenomenon tomorrow. And then afterwards, we'll watch the new episode of Chainsaw Man. And then after that, we'll do a Dot Hack Sign Watch Along. So pretty busy day tomorrow. The only spooky thing is that we have to work. Yeah, the truest of horrors. Having to go to your job. Thank you for the stream as always. No worry, thank you for coming as always. I appreciate it a bunch. What time, Chainsaw Man, though? After my stream. I don't know when my stream ends. It depends. I'd say expect like maybe around 3 or 4, maybe? Because I start at 12, maybe? That's gonna be my general window of opportunity, I guess. Stream was fun, even if it was emotional. Yeah. Well, I'll see you guys later. Have a good Halloween and all that.